harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. More than 550,000 people experience homelessness on a typical night. Now, Chrissy says she has been homeless for 3 years, and everything she owns, and I mean everything, is in these bags. Now, her parents, Monique and Sanjay, say their 23-year-old daughter has drastically changed from a hardworking, meticulous, girly girl to a violent, entitled couch surfer who doesn't bathe, hoards her fallen hair in plastic sandwich bags, and stores fast food wrappers, used paper plates, cups, and even soiled wipes in her bags as she roams around from place to place. Take a look.
My 23-year-old daughter, Chrissy, is not a functional, normal person.
For the last 3 years, Chrissy has become someone I do not recognize.
She has unsanitary habits. She refuses to bathe herself or wash her hair. I don't even think she's taken a normal shower since 2016. Now, her idea of showering is wiping herself with baby wipes.
You can smell her from 20 feet away. I can't even hug her when I see her. It makes me want to throw up.
Other than the hygiene issues, she has an obsession with her hair. She collects it. I think she hoards her hair. She has to check everything for hair, from dirt, trash on the floor, her sanitary pads. She felt like if she put it back on her head, it would stay on her longer.
At one point, Chrissy wanted to be a model. Now she looks like a homeless person.
Chrissy started meeting strangers on social media so that she could live at their houses.
Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. It really just depends on the friend.
I would say she stayed with about 100 people within the past 2 years.
Every day I fear that I'm going to get a terrible phone call. Either she could be kidnapped, raped, or she could be killed.
All she lives for day to day is checking her updates on her social media, and she goes through all of her items that she carries around in her bags.
This is like one of my main bags. I have all this, my clothes, shoes, accessories, makeup, hair detangler that my mom bought me.
She won't let anyone touch her belongings. I've seen what's in her bags. It looks like a big garbage dump.
We try to get her help, but she refuses because she says everything is fine.
I've thrown my hands in the air because she's in complete denial. At this point, I've given up hope for her.
Okay, so Monique, how would you describe your relationship with Chrissy?
Hostile and violent and depressing.
So what do you think's wrong with your daughter?
Well, it started, I think, about 4 years ago. She started just not taking showers, not changing clothes. And she started cursing us both, started making racist comment. And I got up, she was laying on the bed. I said, "What the hell are you saying?" She put her hands in the air about my face. So we had about half a minute little tussle. Then I let her hand go. I sit down on a chair. She goes, "Oh my God, you broke my nail? Let me show you." She opened up the kitchen drawer, takes a big knife, and stabbed me on my knee twice.
She stabbed you twice?
Yes, sir.
Now, look, you guys said some things that don't sound real bad. You say them real fast. Like, she just, like, kind of quit showering. Wait a minute. What? This is 2019. You're saying that this girl, to your knowledge, has not showered since 2016?
Yes, that's correct.
She's not washed her hair in 3 years?
That's right.
Maybe throw a little bit of water on it.
She throws water on herself and uses body wipes.
Now, where were you when all of this was going on, Mom?
I was back and forth between Texas and Florida because she never wanted to come to Texas to be with me.
Because I've looked at some of the text exchanges that you two have had, and it shows me a lot about the dynamic of this relationship. Chrissy says, "You're a dumbass trying to change yourself for a guy. You're such a stupid bitch." Mm-hmm. This is your daughter talking to you?
Yes.
Okay. "I'm glad Dad used to beat the out of you, you dumb. I hope you get stabbed. I hope a truck runs over you and your body turns to ash. You look like a fat man." Your response is, "I'm not paying for your phone anymore, bitch." just for you to bitch me out.
Yeah.
Now, what's wrong with that exchange?
Well, in the moment, I chose a bad choice of words, but I'm human, so I don't know.
Well, no, I have less problem with your response than I do with all of this. She apparently has license to speak to you this way.
Yes, she feels that way.
Okay. Yeah, bitch, not surprised. Blank you anyway. Then you say, nope, no room for rent. You said you would send money. Bye. You bitch. Bitch, I need to leave. I hope you die. I need a room for rent. Then she says, you make me sick, you bastard. I wish I could spit on your face for doing what you did. Then, get me Panera. What?
Yeah, I know. What?
I wish I could spit on your face for doing what you did. Get me Panera. This is just part of the... I'll never respond to you again. This is the second time you said that about spit at me. I should have never given birth to you, you evil what?
Evil bitch.
So go do what you want. I don't care anymore. Response, order me Panera.
She told me that she don't give a damn if I drop dead tomorrow.
Do you get that the context? She's telling you she wants you to die, hope your body turns to ash, wants to spit in your face, and in the same dialogue line says, order me a sandwich.
Not normal.
You've been running up and down the road back and forth between Texas and
Houston and Jacksonville.
She's gotten you to actually turn around and come back, right?
She's very convincing. Yeah.
Yeah, she will, in a month or two, Monique is back, driving back to Jacksonville. And it will, same thing, you know, I mean, talk about, you know.
So you go back to Jacksonville and live with her in a car.
Yeah, and between my half-sister's house, who lives in Florida, and between her house, motels, and my van, all three interchangeably.
So you have a daughter that hasn't showered in 3 years, and you're living with her in a car.
Yeah, it's horrible, especially when it's warm weather. In Florida, it is all year round.
I don't know how she did it.
Yeah, this is the car you're living in.
Yes, we've slept in,
okay.
in that Toyota also.
We can talk about what's wrong with her. What's wrong with you that you're living in this car with that trash, with that girl that hasn't showered in 3 years?
Because every time I attempted to get the trash from out of there, she would stop me, physically.
Well, Sanjay and Monique blame each other for their daughter's problems. Sanjay says Monique has no parenting skills, and Monique says Sanjay was verbally and physically abusive. Well, we'll talk about how these two got together and all of these things they're talking about right after the break. Have you been to jail because of her?
I went to jail 3 times for something I never did.
That's not correct.
That's honest truth.
No.
And later, how often do you shower?
Once every other few days.
That's not true.
I don't really feel comfortable with him being here.
Okay, but you're not running this, I am.
80% of Chrissy's issues are because of Monique's mothering skills. Monique became Chrissy's friend instead of her mother. When Chrissy was 16, Monique and Chrissy moved in with one of Chrissy's boyfriends. I said, what the heck are you doing?
Chrissy's dad, Sanjay, is very verbally abusive towards her. He says, do everybody a favor, bitch. Go jump off the cliff. You're worse than the bum on the street. I'm done with you and your screwed up mom.
Why is a 16-year-old girl living with a boy? Where are her parents? Where are her parents? A 16-year-old girl is living with a boy?
With the boy, with his parents, they had an extra room for her, and I paid rent when I was in Texas.
It's not their daughter, it's your daughter.
Right, and then I
Why
came
are you
back.
farming your daughter out to somebody else?
Well, it was an agreement that they had with us at the time,
Why?
because I just catered to her. I thought it would be better to be a friend to her at that point, because she wouldn't listen to me otherwise.
Well, how'd that work out for you?
Terrible. She didn't listen to me when I was a strict disciplinarian either.
So you say that she trapped you into this relationship, that you were not in love with her. She knew you weren't in love with her, but she trapped you into the relationship.
Right. I wanted to have a child with someone that I love and marry. I wanted to get married first, but that's not the way it happened.
So how did she trap you?
Well, she told me that she's on the pills, and then she was pregnant, and I insisted that she get an abortion. We went to the abortion clinic. Monique changed her mind, and then we came back.
Did you trap him?
I don't see it that way. It was a mutual consent.
Did you tell him you were on birth control when you weren't?
I might have missed it. I don't know. I was very irresponsible when I was younger and I met him.
Have you been to jail because of her?
Yes, I went to jail 3 times for something I never did. So yeah, I went to jail 3 times for assault.
Were those false allegations?
No,
I have never assaulted you physically.
that's not correct.
That's honest truth.
No,
Anyway.
you were in a drug-induced rage. You didn't.
No.
You weren't even aware
The
of
only thing I smoked was
No.
pot, marijuana.
You were on hard drugs.
This is how entitled she is, because she's made demands even since she's been here. Here are her
has.
demands. Yeah, on Thursday, the 19th, she says that Mom's husband, Hollis, cannot do this show, cannot be part of this. Then on Saturday, the 21st, says Dad, Sanjay, can't do the show. It's dictating this to us. Then on Sunday, the 22nd, says Mom, Monique, can't do a field shoot interview alone. She has to be there to monitor it. Monique can't be on the stage with her when she comes out here. Then on Monday, yesterday, she says, must have a form-fitting dress and a wig for the taping.
I tried so many agencies to see if we can get her some help. She won't even get out of the car. And basically, they told me if she's not a threat to herself, there's nothing we can do.
Is she a smart girl or not?
Well, she's smart and manipulating people.
She's very smart.
But she never graduated high school.
No, she chose not to.
Okay, so she lives with a boy at 16. That's okay with you. She quit school. How is that okay?
It wasn't okay, but I didn't want to get into physical altercations with her
Why does she save her hair?
because she feels the need to have some sort of control, and that's the only control she can have when her current recent ex rejects her.
Why does she not shower?
I think it has to do with when she was traumatized when she was in jail, and she got out of there. She didn't feel the same. She wasn't the same person anymore.
After she stabbed me, she went to jail, and the showering thing started happening after she came out. I guess she was embarrassed there to get naked, and after that, she never took a shower, never combed her hair.
Yeah, they were taunting her in the jail and bullying her. It traumatized her.
When we come back, Chrissy is backstage. My staff says it appears she still has not showered. She said she did clean her hands with wipes. It has not been an easy experience dealing with this particular guest, but we're going to meet her after the break.
Dr. Phil?
I haven't really felt homeless, of course, because I've always had like a place to stay. I was bouncing from friend to friend, so this is like all my stuff. These 2 bags, this is like all the clothes I own. If I lost any of this stuff, that would suck.
A couple of years ago, Chrissy went to jail for stabbing her father.
Chrissy and I one day had an argument over her GED enrollment.
She kept saying, get your GED or you're going to be like all the rest of the bums on the street.
She was laying on the bed and she raised her hand over me in the air. I grabbed her hand, we tussled for 15, 20 seconds. Next thing I know, she goes, oh my God, you broke my nail. And to my astonishment, she opened up the kitchen counter, grabs a knife, and she came, bam, bam, twice stabbed me on my knee.
Well, Monique says her once beautiful daughter, Chrissy, now looks homeless, is refusing to bathe, wash her hair, or change her clothes. Chrissy says she's just absolutely fine and doesn't understand why her mom would make up lies about her.
Right now I'm currently couch surfing in between friends. They don't mind me sleeping on their couch. I haven't really felt homeless, of course, because I've always had like a place to stay. I don't have a car, so my friends usually pick me up. I've lived with about 15 friends for the last couple months. I like this lifestyle, but I do want stability. I meet the people that I stay with on social media. Meeting these people for the first time can be awkward. Some of them want like to either sleep with me or they want money, so that's why I have to leave. I was bouncing from friend to friend, so this is like all my stuff. These 2 bags, this is like all the clothes I own. There's like another duffel bag in here that my mom sent me, some baby powder, eyeglass cleaner. I have a extension cord, a toothbrush. I have the GED book that I'm currently studying for. If I lost any of this stuff, that would suck. I usually just get my stuff out of the way and just sleep on a blanket on the floor every day. I get up at around 8:30. I usually brush my teeth, put on my makeup, fix my hair, get my outfit for the day. I'll call my mom. I try to get her to send me money. I just, hang out, chill, be on my phone. I'm usually a homebody, but I definitely like to get out. I like to go to the park, window shop, just have fun. I don't feel like I can keep living the way I'm living because I want to be a family unit with my mom and eventually be independent. My mom wanted me to be this person forever. I want her to know I like my hair this way, I like my clothes this way. I'm 23, so I feel like my mom should see things my way and kind of accept how I am. So it's kind of like, Mom, back off a little bit.
Hi, have a seat right here. And we have a microphone for you there. You can just clip it on. Okay. Chrissy, it's good to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Good to meet you, too.
You have chosen to be homeless.
Not really, but I've been staying with friends.
The friends you meet at the Facebook, total strangers are friends, right?
I don't really feel comfortable with him being here.
Okay, but
So-
you're not running this, I am. So,
Right, yeah, I understand.
So I have a question here. Why are you not taking care of your personal hygiene?
I am. That's his opinion. I mean,
When was the last time you had a bath or a shower?
Like about yesterday, pretty much. So, yeah.
And where was this?
At the hotel we were staying at.
And were you there when this took place?
We had separate rooms. Her idea of a shower is not a shower.
What's your idea of a shower?
Getting in the water and what most people would consider a shower, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So,
And how
she
often,
just,
how
they
often
tend
do you
to be,
shower?
About once every other few days, but I mean,
That's not true.
I'm not really comfortable with him being here, so.
No, you are the star of the
You
show,
got,
don't
you got
you?
something behind you there, so you need to either leave that or take it with you, one of the two. Okay, that's fine.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. In my opinion, she's either lying to herself or she's actually delusional.
Oh, both.
Sanjay says coming to his daughter's rescue got him in some hot water with Homeland Security, actually. So we're going to ask him about that, and then I'm going to start talking to you two about what I think's actually going on here. We'll be right back. Okay, before we get back to today's show, I want to tell you about an interesting, well, sort of love story that's coming up on Monday. Now, Holly says she's in love, and in fact, is sort of engaged to two different men, but there's a real twist here because she's never met either one of them. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, catfish, catfish, catfish. Not true. These are foreign fiancés. And the question is, are they using Holly to get to America? Because she has met both of them on the internet. She's talked to them. She's seen them. So they're not made up people that stole somebody's identity. They're real people. But her mother is really worried. Take a look.
Holly is quick to fall in love with any man that will pay her attention.
Kaoma would talk a lot about how he wishes he could marry me.
But how do you love someone that's overseas like that you've never met? It's like delusional.
I sent Gunesh love letters, DVDs.
I think these online men are just using her for a green card.
Yeah, so on Monday, you're going to see her story, and we decided that both fiancés should meet. So Holly has a lot of secrets that she's going to reveal to these two men because she's kind of told them a lot of half-truths, and so, well, I'm going to tell them the other half. So you don't want to miss that Monday. Let's get back to today's topic.
Chrissy is very codependent on me. We're best friends. That's how she sees it, and she controls every move I make.
Basically, my dream is to live just me and her. I want to focus on the relationship with my mom without a guy being involved. My mom always says I do come first in her life.
When I hear her say, "I can't be without you, Mom," I just feel it's for her self-serving needs, not out of love. She needs me with her, even though we don't get along, and I want to stay away from her.
Well, Sanjay says his troubled daughter Chrissy's issues, such as not bathing since 2016 and saving her hair that sheds in plastic bags, comes from his ex Monique's side of the family. You two are really busy pointing fingers at one another, and you say you got in trouble with Homeland Security?
About 8 months ago, they were in Florida, so I quit my job. I moved to Florida, too, because I knew Monique's going to need help. It's not one person can handle her. As soon as she saw me at her aunt's house, she was upset. 2 days later, Homeland Security guys came and, "Can I see your ID?" "Yes, you may." "What is this? Tell me why you are here." And then it occurred to me that she had. I said, "Okay, I know why you're here. My daughter called you."
Immigration.
Yeah, Homeland Security.
So are you an American citizen?
No, I'm a permanent resident.
Permanent, and you've got the papers to prove it?
Oh, yeah.
So they backed off of you?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Have you gotten adapted to it, or do you still smell your daughter when she comes up next to you?
No, I still smell her. Not as bad today, but other days are worse.
Yeah, today maybe because she's supposed to be here, so she's looking half decent, I guess. Otherwise, she doesn't look like that. She doesn't smell like that. If it was a real case, I would walk away.
This was a good day.
Yeah, this is a very good day. Otherwise, smell alone, you won't be able to sit close
And
to
she
her.
wears the same clothes for months.
For months.
And she doesn't want to wash them.
If she took a shower yesterday, she did it really fast. Seriously, the problem here is why people that are homeless are homeless. And this is a person that is choosing to be homeless. She's not homeless because she does not have options.
Exactly.
There are people that are homeless that don't have options. And I can tell you, because I have worked with them, there are people on Skid Row here in LA with better hygiene than she has demonstrated.
Yes.
There are people that have less resources, less at their fingertips, but they get to the mission every day. They take showers every day. They have pride in themselves. They may be homeless. They may have fallen on hard times, but they conduct themselves with dignity and self-respect, and they are looking for a way back into the game of life. And that's not what she's doing here.
Yep.
And the question has to be why, and that's what we need to talk about. Now, Monique says her husband Hollis thinks Chrissy is entitled, selfish, and disrespectful. We're going to talk about that when we come back.
Chrissy has filth everywhere. She will not throw anything away. I literally held open trash bags while her mother went through her belongings, and Monique went through 10 containers of trash. It was disgusting. Right now, Chrissy is not welcome in the home.
My mom's boyfriend, Hollis, doesn't really like me. We just don't see eye to eye.
Hollis sees her as selfish, entitled, abusive to her mother. He thinks I should just be done with her.
He's just kind of rude.
Hollis thinks that Chrissy is a complete lost cause. I feel like I'm always in the middle and then they're playing tug of war.
Eventually, I would probably like Hollis out of the picture. I'd like a perfect father figure, but he's just not it.
Well, Chrissy says she does not see eye to eye with Monique's husband, Hollis. Hollis says Chrissy is hateful and is not welcome at his house.
Monique is a young woman, and her daughter has caused her to age 20 years. It's affected her health. Chrissy is just making the marriage horrible, and she does not want anything good for her mother. I am totally done with her. Chrissy will say, I hate you. I wish you were dead. They have been driving in a car, and Chrissy tried to grab the steering wheel and turn the ignition off while Monique was driving down the interstate. I don't know if Chrissy has a death wish, but she has no sense of reality. Chrissy has filth everywhere. She will not throw anything away. I literally held open trash bags while her mother went through her belongings, and Monique went through 10 containers of trash. It was disgusting. And her mother was in tears the whole time. Right now, Chrissy is not welcome in the home. My message for Chrissy is she needs to turn around all this bad behavior. Chrissy, if you stay on the track that you're on now, you're just going to go further and further down, and there's going to be no hope for you.
Well, I've added someone to the conversation here. This is Dr. Charles Sophie. Dr. Sophie is on our advisory board here, and he is board certified in 3 clinical specialties: adult psychiatry, child and adolescent psychiatry, and family practice. And he's also the medical director for the Department of Child and Family Services here in Los Angeles. So, Dr. Sophie, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
It seems to me that this is highly dysfunctional parenting that has gotten us to this point, and it has resulted in a highly anxiety-driven young woman here. What do you see?
Absolutely. There is no parenting going on. That's the problem. That girl is probably the most mature of everybody. She's smart. She's trying to get out.
But I also think she's functioning with a mental age of about 12 or 13.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Without a doubt.
Because at this point, she's very hedonistic.
Yes.
She has immediate gratification. She wants what she wants when she wants it, and she wants it right now. Mm-hmm. And that's why she can go from telling you to go jump in the lake and then order her a sandwich in the same breath. Mm-hmm. She has no sense of emotional or social responsibility whatsoever. And you have raised her in such an entitled fashion, and the two of you have made her a tug-of-war in a rope between the two of you. It's astounding to me that you two don't see what's gone on here. You have crippled this young woman, and now you're reaping the benefits of this. Then she goes to jail, and you said, well, maybe she was embarrassed in jail. We don't know the bottom of this, but I'll guarantee you she was traumatized in jail, and she's resolved, I ain't taking a shower again. I'm not taking my clothes off again. You can kiss my ass. I ain't doing it. She says she's willing to come back out. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. We'll take a break and see.
Glad you're back.
Pretty girl is back.
Let's put your mic back on. Chrissy, I'm glad you're back. Why did you decide to rejoin us?
Just to explain my part, because I feel like, you know, they kind of don't know the full extent of everything they're saying. You know, sometimes I've been in friends' houses and their showers just, you know, kind of gross me out because sometimes it has mildew on it and just, it looks just very, like, it just grosses me out. So, I mean, that's sometimes why I won't take a shower. But, I mean, other than that, you know, I do try to.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put your life in terms of how you think it's working? Forget about them. Well, I don't care what they think about this. What do you think about how your life is working right now?
Of course it's not great. I mean, I completely agree. But, I mean, I'm just...
Give me a number.
Maybe like a 3. I mean, that it's not working out.
And given the path you're on right now, where do you think you'll be a year from now?
Probably independent, like stable, independent on my own, having a job, having my diploma.
I'm curious how you think you're going to go from jumping from one person's house to another and being certainly not job applicant ready to all of a sudden being independent, making money, living on your own, and moving on in your life. How are you planning to get from where you are to there? What's going to happen that's going to create this transformation?
Right. Well, from what I understood when I last talked to her, I thought that I was going to move in with her eventually. So if that were to happen, we would have to leave her boyfriend's house and we would have to probably live in our car for a little bit and try to get somewhere to stay. So when we get somewhere to stay, that's when I would try to look for a job.
Okay, well, if she listens to me, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because that's just enabling you. And what I'm telling you is, what if you coming here today could be the first step towards you really getting what you're talking about? Because you said being independent, standing on your own. Then when I asked you how, you said, well, I'm going to get my mother to leave her boyfriend, move into a car with me, and the two of us. That doesn't sound to me like a path to independence. That sounds to me like a giant step back. I think I might have a better plan.
Right. I agree. I'm definitely open. I'd love some advice. I mean, I'm definitely open to advice. For sure.
Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to give you some.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Here's the thing. I think that you are experiencing a lot of anxiety that's expressing itself in a lot of different ways. There is a place here in California, in Pasadena, California, that's called Las Encinas. And it is a private hospital. And this is a place that provides medically supervised, patient-centered treatment approach.
The reason I don't feel like that's too necessary is because I thought that she's the one, if anything, has told me to just sometimes either just go on the street, or she has told me to live with friends.
She's not a professional, she's a mother, because what I'm doing is offering a healthy, therapeutic, supportive environment to give her a restart in her life. Okay. And I'm going to ask that you at least go over there, meet them, and take a look around. Will you do that?
I don't know right now, probably.
Okay,
probably
well,
not,
that offer expires today.
Okay.
I'm making you a world-class offer because I think your life is dysfunctional. I think you're paralyzed by anxiety. I think you're not doing the things that someone your age would be doing if you are functional. And if you turn your nose up at it and walk on, that's your choice, not mine. I want to thank all of my guests today. A special thanks to Dr. Charles Sophie, along with Las Encinas, for offering their services to this young lady, whether she grabs onto it or whether she doesn't. Now, Last night I was checking out my Instagram and I saw what some viewers said about this picture with my wife Robin having some fun dancing. Believe me, Robin was taking the lead because I have 2 left feet.
Oh, that was really tough.
The first comment from Bridget, I'm not sure, but you guys look amazing. Carla Wesson said, you two are so cute together and your mutual admiration oozes. Photo Girl PB said, Dr. Phil, how can I meet someone that loves me like Robin loves you? The Bee's Knees, Dancing Queen, because both of you are dancing queens. Well, okay. I don't know where you're going to find one like Robin, because there's only one, and I already found her.
Oh, that's so
We'll see you next time. I hope she listens. I hope you listen to what I'm telling you. Will she take the help or not? I don't know, but peace out. We're done.
You're so sweet, but I have to say, no, it's really peace out, I'm done, as in the name of one of my brand new products. This amazing cleansing toner removes makeup, dirt, and oils. Peace out, I'm done also has our multi-patented dynamic infusion technology to quickly hydrate skin with antioxidants and vitamins.
So Robin comes up with all of these cool names for her products. She sits home and makes these up.
I do. Speaking of cool, one of the fan favorites in my collection is, OMG, is this really me? This potent gel has natural clay-derived compounds that also immediately make your face, neck, and eye area look tightened and lifted. Our patented dynamic infusion technology gives you these fresh-faced results incredibly fast. Just pat some on, and you'll look in the mirror and say, OMG, is this really me?
Now, to get yours, just head over to RobinMcGrawRevelation.com, and that is the only place you can get it.